Hello and welcome to the third installment of this video series, in which I play Manny Calavera as you have never seen him played before. In this installment, we see the spiritual side of bureaucracy, and there's only one Loteria card that I found, but that doesn't mean there aren't other hidden Loteria cards in this video, so please keep an eye out for them, especially if they're part of your culture and you're familiar with their symbolism. We also examine the question of where do reaped cows go when they die. So join me for another episode of Grim Fandango played like you've never seen it played before. If you look at the save games before you talk to Gladys and after you talk to Gladys, you notice that a tiny piece of this mural becomes lit up. This mural shows your progress in the game, but I'd like to think that it also shows Manny's spiritual progress. It shows how the light begins to enter his soul. Of course, the next thing he has to do is navigate an underworld bureaucracy while wearing his IBM salesman suit, which is pretty much the definition of being in the spiritual dark. And here's another number that starts and ends with the number 9. There could just be so many 9s here because that's Quetzalcóatl's favorite number. Or it could be telling us that the end is the beginning, that the way the game ends with the number 9 train leads Manny straight to the beginning.
Work order signed.
Notice this art near the ceiling. That is Quetzalcóatl as the feathered serpent.
Eva, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, I've got Manny Calavera out here to see you.
Didn't I say no interruptions today?
Sorry, Cal. Maybe tomorrow.
That's too late.
Oh yeah, like you're going anywhere.
Oh, he's going somewhere. He's going to the end of the world, and then back here again.
Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
So, does she really believe the boss is in there? Or is she trolling Manny? I want to hear what you think in the comments below. When this game came out, fast travel wasn't even invented yet. Made you really feel the distance and the direction of things. This deserted alley is much less creepy than the clown. All these heads in the wall here, these are Quetzalcóatl. Manny's so polite to Quetzalcóatl again. I wonder if he's making a good impression. And would you look at this? When the boss feels trapped, he escapes. Guess that's why he makes the big bucks. And up here we have a very nice view, and then there is this bothersome bird that beholds the laws of physics and aerodynamics and flips them the bird. So I'm going to flip you the bird. And the saying for the bird Loteria card is, "You have me hopping here and there like a bird on a branch." That clearly has nothing to do with the area in this game, as no matter what you do, You really can't hop over this gap. It seems only rational that you should be able to use your scythe and hook it up to that stairwell over there and just swing over. Like some jazz song called the Scythe Stairwell Swing. But he just won't do it. Wow, that's one ugly computer.
It looks like Don's rigged his computer to automatically answer his intercom.
Oh my god, this is trash. The monitor flickers. Listen to the buzzing it makes. I bet you if you touched it, it would be like super hot to the touch. This piece of trash is nowhere near as nice as the Art Deco device that Maddie has in his office.
I'll just change his auto response here.
Ah, cripe saver, just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy.
So, either the DoD issued Manny Calavera a better computer than the one that they gave his boss, or Manny's been spending his salary on hardware upgrades.
Their sales quotas are invited to take the Day of the Dead as a holiday, as long as they make up the time lost on the following weekend. Idiota.
They need to make up their time? Are they contractors on top of everything else?
I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, Mr. Calavera has something out here that he says he needs your signature on.
Ah, cripe saver, just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy.
You'll have to excuse him, Manny. It's probably a really hard crossword puzzle he's got in there today.
So she really thinks he's in there.
Rest. I had no
Wait,
idea you had
maybe
this kind of
Secret
power.
Agent Ava is just
Well,
pretending.
we all have our secrets.
And here is another mystery I need help with. Who is this god? He has a necklace of spheres. They could be eyeballs, but he's not Quetzalcóatl because his organs aren't also falling out. If you know what god this is, please tell me in the comments. He makes walking on stilts look easy. He just leans on his scythe a little bit.
Hey, I look good in this, don't I?
I bet you Gladys looks the way Manny feels.
Yeah, well, they say black is slimming.
I'm driving, yeah, I'm driving.
And that railroad crossing belongs to the number 9 train.
I could have walked faster than this. Híjole, I'm gonna miss the poisoning.
The living seem frozen in time. And those cars are a lot older than Manny's computer. It's like he traveled back in time to get here.
Domino. Ew, the living still give me the creeps.
It's easy to be distracted by these ridiculous graphics and miss what is really happening here. What you see here are the dead moving around, while the living people are as still as corpses. The flesh on these people is just stuck on hideously as they stand there frozen in time.
It's the fear of death that makes monsters of us all.
They don't like it when you interact with them.
Scaring the living is technically against the rules, but we all do it. I have to say, this food looks pretty good. I can't reap hamburger, cows, or a whole other bureau, not to mention the
Do
lettuce.
the reaped cows go to Diablo too? Do the pigeons have their own department? Let's see. Never even noticed this thing before.
Truth be told, I'd rather be setting this milkshake soul free. Smells like the perfect client, rich and sweet.
That's creepy, Manny. I did not know that was there. That's just embarrassing. Okay. So you see this dead guy over here? I think that's supposed to be his skin. I think you liberate dead people from their skin. And now the inventory doesn't let you do anything except use the scythe. If Manny were a less restrained individual, maybe he'd play a few bars of air guitar on his scythe. The scythe does make a nice bell sound when it comes out. All you can do here is to release this poor trapped skeleton from the skin that is holding it imprisoned.
Nice bathrobe.
But we offer several travel package upgrades if you care to.
Cut the yeah. I want something cheap where I can get some rest. Now that's it.
Ay, ay, ay.
You know, Manny, I could make this car a little faster if you wanted.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, slam the front into the weeds, tub the rear end, dual blowers popping out of the hood.
You'll get plenty of rest this way, Mr. Martinez.
And he ditched his
Safely
cloak
padded by
already.
the foam created when these two chemicals mix, like this.
On second thought, I want to upgrade my package.
Sorry, Bruno, but you didn't qualify for anything better. But here, have this complimentary mug.
No, wait. Can't you find me something where I can move my legs?
You know I'd like to, Bruno.
His name is
But my
Bruno.
boss is a real hard ass.
I gotta be a hard ass when I got lazy sickle wavers like this.
Pretty sure your boss calling you a jolly boy should be an HR complaint.
At a yacht club.
I got a sale right here.
I'm talking premium sales, Calavera. Like the kind Domino makes.
How am I supposed to make premium sales with the scumbag clients you're sending me?
Hey! Now you're blaming the clients? I've had it with you, Manny. If you haven't bagged a premium before the next sales report comes in, you're out! Out on the street. No job. No way to work off your time. Just your fancy suit and your big smile.
He's
and
being
a whole lot
set
of
up.
time to kill. Who you calling a scumbag? Why, I oughta...
Seems like Manny the Skull has done this before. Maybe with concrete.
I'm sick of waiting around for a good lead. Like it's gonna fly in here tied to a brick. It's time to take one.
It's nice to see someone be their own quest giver for a change. Now the reaping bit makes me wonder if this whole game has really been inspired by the album art of Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper. Here is this well-dressed magician and he's holding 4 cards. The first card is a skeleton reaper. The second card looks like the High Priestess. She's got that half-moon thing going, and there's that white bird that looks suspiciously like a skeletal bird. But it's actually the Empress card from the, sorry if I pronounced this wrong, Thoth deck. And the Empress is a female character, kind of like Meche over here. The third card, it looks like the King of Wands to me, but it's actually the Emperor from the Thoth deck, and he does seem to be wearing something similar to what Manny wears in Year 3. And the fourth card is the Sun, it's happiness, but it looks a lot like the pyramid that the train enters in Year 4. The album and the song predate this game by a couple of decades. These cards were placed here specifically at the request of Blue Oyster Cult, and anybody in the 90s when this game was made would certainly have been familiar with the song Don't Fear the Reaper. It was once an actual thing to look for spiritual meaning in album covers of rock and roll bands. I don't know how you would do that today. Maybe you could find something in an Instagram feed? I realize this makes me seem older than this game, but maybe you can tell me in the comments section. And while you're doing that, don't forget to subscribe, like, share this with all your friends, and of course, hit that bell and all that other fun stuff. In the next video, we will find a racist server, and we will solve the mystery of the beer bottle bandit, or the server saboteur.